Yo, what is going on, guys? It's Bruins Steel here, and this is gonna be a Boston Bruins video. So obviously, I haven't done a Boston Bruins video in so long, so I just wanted to make a video real quick for you guys talking about the stuff that happened with this team and shit like that. So obviously, all of you guys want to say, "Oh, Bruins suck," because you guys saw what happened. The Boston Bruins have been eliminated from the playoffs. I didn't do any video before this. I didn't really have the time, but now I just want to talk about what's happened. Obviously, the Boston Bruins have a lot of work to do in the off season, and just want to talk about this series real quick. Obviously, this was the second round, so I'm going to be talking about the first round. Because of the whole coronavirus situation, the divisions were made like a little bit different. The divisions were made really differently. So they had us, the Boston Bruins, the Pittsburgh Penguins, the Capitals, the Islanders, the Rangers, you know, and the Pittsburgh Penguins. They had the number one seed. And then Capitals were at 2, the Boston Bruins were at 3, and the Islanders were at 4. So obviously the top four teams competed against each other in the first two rounds. So I think I'm not sure if this is a one-time thing just because of the coronavirus, but I'm not sure if the Boston Bruins are going to go back to their original division. But just want to talk about this team and what are excuse me, I really need to get a haircut, but talk about what this team has to do and in the off season and stuff like that. I just want to say, we can sit here blame Tuukka Rask. I'm so sick of people and Bruin fans in general. Like I'm so sick of people blaming Tuukka Rask. That is, oh, this goal was his fault. Oh well, this whatever. I mean, you can't blame the guy. I mean, it was just the moral of the series against the Islanders was just poor power play kills. The Islanders. There were I don't remember which game it was, but power play killed them. The Islanders had what, like 19 shots, and then us to 40. Um, and we couldn't bury any shots like in the goal. Like we made have so many golden opportunities, and we just couldn't finish it. And props to the Islanders goaltender. His name is what was his fucking name? Semyon Varlamov, wherever I don't remember, but props to him. Obviously, he was a much better goaltender than Tuukka Rask. Tuukka Rask just gave up. The Islanders front line killed us. You know, look, the moral of this series was just bad turnovers, can't get any shots. The Islanders killed us on their power play. There was one game that they had every goal in one of those series games. Every goal that they scored was on the power play, and it's great. It's great that we're trying our best. The Islanders. We were out shotting the Islanders, and we couldn't do anything. We couldn't bury on any of them. I mean, we did, but they had a really good goaltender. Their goaltending was amazing. Their defensive plays were really good. I'm not gonna blame Tuukka Rask. Obviously, Tuukka Rask needs surgery. He just announced that he needs surgery. I don't know how he injured it. I think it was in Game 6. Um, Game 5, I actually was at the game itself, so it was really hard to watch. But I loved the effort. In the third period, trying to get out. We were down 5-1. What was it? 5-2, and then we 5-3, 5-4. We kind of came back a little bit, but it was just too late. Um, Obviously, the Islanders gave us problems. The Islanders gave us issues, like real issues in the regular season. But to close the season, we had a little bit of a beating them three times in a row in the last meetings. But the Islanders are a really good team, and I could see this team beating Tampa Bay. Imagine this Islanders team winning the cup. This will be their first Stanley Cup if they can win since what? 1983 is I think their last. I have no idea when their last cup what win was. So I mean, it wasn't in this like timeline. I think it was back in the 1900s when their last whatever. I don't even know when their last cup win was. So this team, this Islanders team, I can see this team beating Tampa. I can see this team making to the Cup final. Um, so props to the Islanders organization and the fans. You guys deserve this win. Look, I'm not gonna make excuses. Already seeing bullshit complaints about Bruins fans complaining about refs. Look, there were bad calls. There were bad calls on both sides of the pucks. The referees are just like horrible sometimes. Even there were some calls that should have been called on us that I was surprised that wasn't called. There were some calls that the Islanders, there was, I mean, there were some calls that the other team had that I was shocked. Um, but Brad Marchand scored both goals in Game 6. We ended up losing 6-2. Obviously, Brad Marchand had a fantastic goal. At the game that I went to, it was like kind of like a dancing thing. That ties the game at 2-2. It was pretty good. Um, like I said, I'm not gonna complain. The Islanders they were a really really good team. They played well, and the goaltending matchup was just obviously um, Varlamov, whoever his name is a Russian dude. He was obviously the better goaltender. Um, and I give props where it belongs. And, I have tremendous respect for the Islanders. They're a great team. And the Bruins had so many shot opportunities. We had opportunity, but we just couldn't bury it. The front line killed us. Rath couldn't get any saves going. He kind of like collapsed in the game 5. The game was tied 2-2. After that 2-2 tie, after that, Rath wasn't there to be found. In game 6, Rath was nowhere to be found. Game 5, Rath was nowhere to be found. I can understand why people blame Tuukka Rath, but it's just like it was poor team. It was just poor effort, and I give credit where it's due. The Islanders, like I said, this Islanders team is really really good, and like I said, I can see this team beating Tampa Bay, but people want to see Tampa Bay making it. They want Tampa Bay already won the Stanley Cup. I would see, but my money is that I want to see the New York Islanders make the finals. But we will see what will happen. Um, obviously Taylor Hall was a big trade for us. This kid has been amazing for us, but he just kind of collapsed a little bit. But I have tremendous respect for Taylor Hall. Obviously, we got to make some decisions. Who's going to go, who's going to stay. Jake DeBrus probably is going to go. I saw that his contract might come to an end. People are saying, oh, trade Tuukka because of just one horrible playoff series. But, talking about the first round, I got to see my team beat the Capitals. Look, I hate the Capitals. Alex Ovechkin, I hate him. Tom Wilson was an absolute bitch. And I give my credit to Chara. I miss Zdeno Chara. Obviously, people were making jokes about him, saying that he should have stayed with the Bruins. Oh, he made a stupid decision of going to the Capitals. But his decision was his decision, and I'm not going to take that away from him. But people saying that we should bring Chara back. I mean, Chara's getting old. Ever since Chara was on our team, people are saying that he should retire as a Bruin, but instead he went to Capitals and say that he doesn't know what loyalty is. But all that mattered is that I got to see my team beat the shit out of the Washington Capitals, which I was really really happy because I fucking hate the Capitals, and it was just sweet revenge from 2012 when the Capitals beat us in 7 games. That was the year the Bruins were um, President's the President's Trophy winners. So, a lot of, Bruce Cassidy, I like the dude. It's just the Islanders were just the better team. The Islanders are the number 4 seed. They upset the Pittsburgh Penguins. The Islanders have beaten the Penguins twice already. The Islanders have won every playoff series against us. The last time we played the Islanders in the playoff, I wasn't even a Bruins fan. Last time the Bruins played the Islanders in the playoff, it was back in the 19 somethings. So, obviously they have owned us in the playoffs so far, including during that decade. But um, it's just disappointing. As disappointing as it is, I'm thankful for a great playoff run. Obviously, it was a great experience to go to Game 5 because, before that time, that playoff game against the Capitals, news are bringing out to us saying that fans were allowed in the stands. It was full capacity. It was full capacity crowd in TD Garden, and it was great to come back with. But hopefully, I can go to more games, and it's great to see all the people coming together as Bruins fans, and I'm thankful to be a Bruins fan. And as it was a disappointing loss, and look, it hurts. I'm not that look. I have complained about so many bullshit calls that the referees have made, which makes you well. Look, people are complaining like, oh, where Bruin fans at? They're shitty. They always complain about the referees. And look, the Islanders. I saw Islander fans complaining about calls. I think Bruin fans complain about calls. It's the NHL. What do you expect? Fans are gonna complain. Players are gonna complain, and that's just what it is. And then people say that, oh, this fan base is shitty because fans complain all the time. It is what it is. It always happens. Like, I'm not gonna lie myself. I have complained about shitty calls that have been made. It is what it is. It's the NHL, guys. So, but anyways, congratulations to the Islanders. I don't know if there's any Islander fans out there that watch my videos, but if you do, congratulations. You guys were the better team, and good luck to you guys. Obviously, and I'll see you guys later. Bruins still signing off.